Hi, Andrew. How are you?
Hi, one more time.
Yeah. So it's now 9 p.m. at your home?
10 p.m.
10 p.m. Okay. Now, are you a night owl or are you an early bird?
Uh, what was the first option?
Night owl or early bird?
Owl.
Owl,
Uh,
yeah. It's
yeah,
like,
yes, I am night owl.
are you a night owl? So you have more energy at night than you do in the morning? So, Elena, you're here as well. Question, Elena, are you a night owl or an early bird?
No, it's an evening. It's 7 p.m. in Russia.
I know, but are you a night owl or an early bird?
Ah, okay. I would like to be an early bird.
Uh-huh.
Mm, and I can be like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I try to be an early bird.
Okay. Um, uh, uh, okay. I am trying to be an early bird this weekend and this week, and I'm failing. So, because I am completely and totally 100% a night owl. So, um, so night owls have all their energy at night, and early birds have their energy in the morning. And right now it's morning, it's 9 a.m. And of course, the first class, the class that you guys had earlier, that was 3 hours ago. That was 5 a.m. And I'm like, so, so Andrew, you're a night owl. You understand, right?
Yes, but maybe it depends on the season.
Oh,
Maybe
geez.
maybe during summer I am an early bird because the sun uh, gets up earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm. I I remember it was I think my second year in Finland. Um, and I was walking through my apartment, and I remember saying to myself, "Boy, I'm tired. I should go to bed." But I shouldn't go to bed at 7 p.m. I have to wait. And then I looked at my clock and it was 11. So it was like, but with when you're not raised with the sun like you guys are, then it's really cool, but at the same time it's really strange. What time is it getting dark right now in your part of Russia, Andrew?
now it gets dark about 7 p.m., but in the
Okay.
December it gets dark about 4 p.m.
4 p.m. Okay.
Yeah,
And when does it get light?
sorry.
When does it get light?
Uh, the night became during the winter. Night
Yeah.
becomes longer.
Uh-huh.
So actually, we have only 5 hours when
Mm.
the sun is up.
Mhm. Yeah, that's what I remember about Finland too. And Moscow, I think, is the same, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the same. And also, I would like to add that yeah, sure, it depends on season. And depends on conditions, but it also depends on our physical resources.
Mhm.
Because I was I was a night owl when
Uh-huh.
I studied in university and before, and all the time I used to think that I am absolutely a night owl, but
Uh-huh.
1 year ago I lived in France,
Mhm.
and I decided to. I lived in Saint-Tropez. It's just near the sea, and I decided to wake up early
Uh-huh.
to do yoga at
Uh-huh.
6 a.m. and after start my working day, and that was amazing. I do it regular, and I was so happy at that time. And yeah, but it was dark when I started, but I could see how the sun is
Comes up.
becoming. Yeah,
How it comes up.
comes
Yeah.
up. Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, here it's a little difficult to see, and most of the time we are in the dark, unfortunately, during the winter, autumn, and spring. So it's a little difficult, but we can, if we want, we can.
Yeah. I've had one period of my life that I was not a night owl, and that was actually when I was a student in graduate school for about a year. I got up at 6:45 every day, and I went to bed every day at 10:45. And it was an amazing experience. I've never been able to repeat it. So, Javi, how are you?
Fine, thank you. Hello, everybody.
So where are you from, Javi?
Sorry, can you?
What country are you from?
I'm from Spain.
Spain. Okay, so what time is it there right now?
Well, it's about 5 p.m.
5 p.m. Okay, awesome. Okay, and David, you're in Colombia, right?
Yeah. Hello,
okay, and it's 10 a.m. there, right?
Right. 10
awesome. Okay, and for me it's 9 a.m. So my Thursday is just beginning, and so welcome. And then Elena is in Moscow, where it's 7 p.m. there, and then Andrew is further east in Are you in Siberia, Andrew? Or are you just
Yes, I am in Siberia, the city Novosibirsk.
Okay, and
it's the capital, Siberia.
Okay, and then it's 10 p.m. there. Okay, hi Sergio. And what time is it in Brazil right now?
Brazil at noon.
It's noon. Okay, so it's your lunch hour. So okay, all right, awesome. So it's 9 a.m. here. Let's go ahead and get started. The question I asked Andrew and Elena before everybody else arrived is, are you a night owl or an early bird? And I think those of you who know me know that I am definitely a night owl. So I will teach at night. I will teach all night if I have to, over getting up early in the morning. So how about you? Sergio, are you a night owl or an early bird?
I'm definitely an early bird. But I was a night owl, I think, in the past.
As when you were a student?
Yeah, when I was a student, maybe in my dating times. Yeah,
Okay. And Javi, how about you? Are you a night owl or an early bird?
Well, I will say that I am a mix of both. No, especially one of them, because for example, I do shifts in my work. So sometimes I have to work by night, another during the day. So depending of the week, how do you rest every week?
Yeah. So a mix is actually quite great. Do you get most of your energy in the afternoon?
Yes, probably.
Yeah, because there are afternoon people as well, but I don't think there's a bird for it. So, David, how about you? Are you a night owl or an early bird?
Yeah, Holly. I think nowadays I am a night owl, but I'm trying to become an early bird because I want to spend my morning time not just sleeping.
Yeah. Allah, how are you today?
I'm fine, teacher. How are you?
Very good. Now, what country are you from?
I'm from Jordan.
Georgia. Awesome. Welcome.
Jordan.
And
Jordan.
And Jordan. Oh, I thought you said Georgia. Okay, Jordan. Very different country. So, yeah. Allah, are you a night owl or an early bird?
Well, actually, I think I'm a night owl, but since my work starts early every day, I have to be an early bird. But it's at all not comfortable. Yeah, I feel myself forced to go out of bed at early morning, maybe at 6 a.m. So it's not comfortable. I prefer if I start little bit later, and yeah, I think I'm a night owl.
I'm exactly like that. I actually tested it and I prefer to be asleep between 2 a.m. and 10 a.m. So that's normally when I want to be asleep. The only time that I am a true morning person or early bird is when I am experiencing jet lag. And when you fly from continent to continent, then of
You can
course you're
sleep. Yeah.
yeah. So that's for me the only time. So the topic today is about night owls and also morning people or early birds. And so let's go ahead and get started. So Alla, you pretty much already said this. So what time do you usually get up in the morning, and how easy is it for you to wake up?
Okay, I wake up every morning at 6 a.m., but it's at all not easy. I always feel like, as I said, to be forced to wake up. So it's not easy, and it takes time to get into the mood, maybe, if I could say.
Okay, thank you. Andrew, how about you?
I have difficulty waking up in the morning. I always force myself to get out of the bed. So
And if you can go back to bed, would you?
no.
No. Okay.
It is too dangerous. If I go back, I'll never return.
Okay. Yeah, this morning I did that. I taught I taught a class at 5 with a couple of you guys were in that class, and then I taught a class at 6 with a private student, and then at 7 I ate breakfast, and then at 8 o'clock I was like, oh, I'm so tired, so I took a nap. And I probably should. Oh, excuse me?
Did you take a nap?
Yeah, I took a nap about a half an hour from like 8:15 to 8:45. So, yeah. David, yes, Sergio?
No, I'm wondering how you feel after this taking nap.
I'm kind of groggy. It's like it's perfect to be teaching this topic when I'm like,
Yeah.
So, David, how about you? What time do you usually get up in the morning, and how easy is it for you to wake up?
Okay, well, it depends of the day of the week because, for example, I have a class at 7 a.m. in the university, so I have to wake up very early because, well, the traffic and everything. So maybe at 5 or 5:15. And that I have classes in the afternoon. I can wake up at 9 or 10, well, because I don't have to wake up more.
Okay, so it just really depends on what your day is all about. So, all right. Yeah, Elena, you said that do you get up at 6 every day, or what time?
Unfortunately not. I can't at 6. I could wake up only 6:30.
6:30. Okay.
Yes. Yes, and then it depends on the day. If I start my work at 9, so I should do all the deals and go away. If I start at 10, I have a chance to study English. But I would like to get up a little to wake up a little earlier for having a possibility to study when I start to work at 10 or at 9.
Yeah, but Is it difficult for you to get up then?
Yes, that's difficult for me.
Okay.
But okay. I try to wake up early and early. Maybe I will do the best.
Let's quickly go through this. I went ahead and wrote 5:30 and 6:30. In English, in British English, you can actually say, if you want to use the word half, you would say half. You could say 5:30. Yeah, but
6:30. It's 6:30.
6:30. In American English, in 6:30, you'd say 6:30 in British English or American English, or you can the other way you can say is 6:30.
Yeah, 6:30. For me, that's more logical.
6:30. Yeah, and that's American English, but British English say 5:30. I was very strange. It's strange to me the first time I heard that, but not 6:30. So, okay, all right. Javi, what time do you usually get up in the morning, and how easy is it for you to wake up?
And for me, well, I listen the radio. I try to wake up with the radio and start the day. And usually also I try to have a nap after dinner, after the meal. You know, about 3 p.m. something like that. I take a half hour nap, and you try to disconnect about 20 minutes, and that's enough.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Yeah, 20 minutes. You know, those are called in English, we call them power naps.
Power naps, yes.
Yeah, it's a power nap. So, all right. Sergio, what time do you get up in the morning? And how easy is it for you to wake up?
Yeah, it's usually easy. And around 6:30, 6:30, I usually wake up in the morning. For me, it doesn't matter if I go to maybe midnight or early. I always get up 6:30.
Okay, so it doesn't matter how late you stay up. You still wake up at 6:30. Wow. Alan, welcome from Hong Kong. What time is it in Hong Kong right now?
It is now 11:17 p.m.
So what time do you usually get up in the morning?
I usually get up at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. And is it easy for you to wake up?
Not difficult.
Okay, not difficult. So, but you're actually up quite late now. Will you go to bed about midnight, maybe?
Usually I go to bed for sleeping maybe 1 or 2 a.m.
Oh wow. Okay, so you're definitely a night owl. But then again, getting up at 8 is for you. Wow. Do you take a nap in the afternoon?
Sometimes.
Okay.
If my work is not heavy on that day, I will taking some sleep.
Naps are wonderful. I like the Spanish way where they take naps.
Siesta is in Spanish.
Yeah.
Siesta, yeah.
Siesta, yes. Siesta. I like that. You know, let's take a siesta. Take it. 2-hour lunches to have a siesta. So wonderful. Okay, now let's go ahead and we've got 6 idioms or phrases here. Most of it is about getting up in the morning. We've got a late riser, get going, a morning person, good for nothing, beyond me, and have a lie-in. Okay, and number 1. David, could you read number 1? And everybody, let's see if we can figure out which of the idioms this is.
Okay, Holly. Number one, he is the type of person who feels good in the morning.
And what would that be? Anyone?
Well, a morning person, I suppose.
Yes, it is a morning person, definitely. Okay, and Sergio, could you read number 2?
Yes. Number 2, he finds
okay, you completely cut out. I couldn't hear a word. Could you read it again?
okay. He finds it difficult to start to become active in the morning.
Okay, it's to start becoming active in the morning. So which idiom would that be? He finds it difficult to start becoming active in the morning.
I think a late riser.
There's another one that's better than that. Anyone have an idea on that one?
DLB?
No. Get going.
No?
To have a line?
No?
Good for nothing.
No, it's the last one that no one has said. Let's get going.
Get going.
Yeah. So you can say he finds it difficult to get going in the morning. That's for those like Alla and myself, and I believe Andre, we find it difficult to get going in the morning. And then Elena says that she does sometimes as well. Okay, number 4. He is the type of person who wakes up late. And David is this kind of person.
A late riser.
A late riser, yes. And I am too, or I'll just stay up all night and then sleep during the day. So a late riser. Okay. None of us are this, okay? He is a lazy and useless person. That would be
nothing.
A good for nothing.
Oh, good for nothing.
Yeah, good for nothing.
It's a little strictly.
Yeah, a person who is good for nothing is usually, I mean, I would say none of us are good for nothings. A good for nothing would be somebody who is also drinking too much, taking too many drugs, and abusing their wives. You know, they're abusing their children, and to me, that's what a good for nothing is. Okay, number 5. Javi, could you read that one?
Yes, it's impossible for me to understand why he is quit his job.
Why he quit his job? Yeah.
It is beyond me.
Yes, it is beyond me. So you can say things like, it is in the morning to go running. You know, it's beyond me. Which means I don't understand.
But when you start, you will understand.
Oh yes, if I ever do start that kind of lifestyle, I will understand. But right now, it's beyond me. And for the people that have that lifestyle, it's beyond them to understand why I would stay up till 2 in the morning. So, okay, number 6. Andrew, can you read that?
I don't work tomorrow, so I think I will get up later than usual.
Okay.
Have a lie-in.
Lie-in. Yeah, and to have a lie-in, I was actually taught when I was first in Finland. This was in a business English textbook, and I asked my colleagues what it was, and they told me that to have a lie-in isn't just sleeping in and getting up later than usual. It means times that you are actually at home all day and you don't get dressed. you just enjoy the day, and you may get dressed, you may not get dressed, but it's just a relaxing day.
Oh, today I have a lie-in.
Are you having a lie-in today?
Yes, I don't work today, and I'm alone at home. Yeah. I can do what I want.
Exactly, and that's what I had yesterday. I had a lie-in, and on Wednesdays are the days I don't teach at all, and so I had a lie-in. Definitely had a lie-in yesterday. So, But what's funny about this word is this is an idiom in British English, and it's used very commonly in British English. I taught my family, and one time I came, my sister and her husband and their kids, one time I came into their home, and my 5-year-old, we're having a lie-in, and all of them were still in their pajamas. And they were just, it was like 2 in the afternoon. It was pretty funny. So, okay. Now, are there any questions about any of these words? We will run into this in the reading. So, but just to let you know, a good for nothing is more than just somebody who is lazy and useless. It's a person who also might abuse his wife, very someone that probably deserves to be in prison but isn't. So, okay, keywords. Match the following words with the correct definition. Okay, we've got snooze, crucial, owl, lark, notion, and dopey. Which word means a belief or opinion? Does anybody have an idea? A notion, yes. A notion is a belief or an opinion. Very good. What is a bird with a flat face and large eyes that hunts at night?
Owl.
Owl, yes.
Owl.
Therefore, a night owl. A small brown singing bird that is active in the early morning.
Lark.
A lark, yes. Okay. Extremely important.
Crucial.
Crucial, yes. Crucial. D. Slow and inactive, as if on drugs.
Dopey.
Dopey. Okay. And then take a brief light sleep. Snooze. Snooze. Also, another one would be to nap. One thing that's interesting about dopey is, do you guys know the Disney movie, The Seven Dwarfs? Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs?
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody of you with kids would probably know that. Dopey is one of the characters in it, and he's the one that doesn't actually talk. So, when most Americans hear the word dopey, we actually don't think of slow and inactive. We think of this character on this movie. So, okay. First of all, before we do the reading, we're going to take a test. So if everybody has a paper, or pull out your notepad on your computer and take a test, and you will get points for your answer, okay? It says, take the test below to find out if you are a morning or evening person. Then we're going to read the article, or an A or B person, and what is the most suitable type of job for you. Okay, so number one, Allah, can you read this question, and everybody else could answer it? Just write down your answer.
Yeah.
Just have a piece of paper.
If you had.
Okay.
If you had no commitments the next day, what time would you go to bed? 8 p.m. to 9 p.m., 9 to 10:15, 10:15 to 12:13 a.m., 12:13 a.m. to 1:45 a.m., 1:45 a.m. to 3 a.m.
Thank you. And remember, it's 12:30. 12:30.
12:30. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so no worries. It was just a slip of the tongue. Okay, number two. So everybody answer that. These are the point values right here. So if you answered 8 to 9, it's 5, and then 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Number two, Alan, can you read that?
Okay. You have to do 2 hours of physically demanding work. When would you choose to do it? 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. B. 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. C. 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. D. 7 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Okay, and so then you see the points there. Okay. All right. Number 3, Andrew, could you read that?
You went to bed later than normal and don't have to get up at any particular time. Which of the following is true? You will wake up at the usual time and not fall asleep again. You will wake up at the usual time and then snooze. You will wake up at the usual time but fall asleep again. You won't wake up until later than usual.
Okay.
That's all.
And so thank you. Number 4, David, can you read that one?
Okay. You have to sit a 2-hour test. When would you choose to do it? 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., 3 p.m. to 5 p.m., 7 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Okay. Everybody have chosen your answer for that? And number 5, Elena, could you read that one?
Yes, with pleasure. If you had no commitments during the day, what time would you get up? 5 a.m., half 6 a.m., half 6 a.m.
Actually, when we Elena, when we say half 6, we don't use the a.m. So in this one, in this respect, you'd say 6:30 a.m.
Yeah, 6:30, 7:35 a.m., 7:35 a.m., 9:35 a.m.
45.
Yeah, 9:45 a.m., 11 a.m., 11 a.m., 12 p.m.
Okay, and number 6, Sergio, could you read that one?
Yeah. Okay. Number 6. A friend invites you for a workout at the gym at 10 p.m. How do you think you would perform? A. Very well. B. Very well. C. Poorly. D. Very poorly.
Okay. Okay, number 7. Do you think you are a morning person or an evening person? A, definitely morning. B, definitely more morning than evening. C, more evening than morning. And D, definitely evening. Now, add your scores. And then see where you are, where you lie. Okay, so Sergio, what is your score?
26. So.
Okay, so you are moderately morning.
Yeah.
Okay, which is what you said. You said you were a morning person. Javi, where do you lie?
Well, I at 80 points, so I neither.
Okay, 18 points, which is what you said. You said you were a mix. Okay.
Yes.
Elena, where were you?
I'm a very slow person. I'm just calculating.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll skip you and I'll come to you last. David.
I'm calculating too.
Okay. Andrew.
20. Sorry. 20.
20. So you're neither.
Yeah, I'm neither. Yes, I am a night bird.
Okay, so you're between the two. So you're the mix, even though you thought you were evening but you're definitely not a morning person. So Alan, what are you?
I'm 20. Neither.
Okay, excellent. So you're neither or neither. Same pronunciation or same meaning.
Okay.
Both pronunciations are correct. Allah.
Yeah, I scored 9. So definitely evening.
Definitely evening. Okay, so and Elena, she said I am 21. So you are neither as well. So we have a lot of neithers here. And David, did you get yours as well?
Yeah, I think neither, like in the middle.
Neither or neither. Okay. And I actually surprised myself because which means I'm moderately evening. I'm like, really? I thought I would definitely be evening. So anyway, so let's go on and let's read the article. So were you born to snooze? Can't get going in the mornings? You're not lazy, just a bee person. It's your circadian rhythms, explains late riser Dan Roberts. So what we're going to do is each person will read at least one paragraph, and we'll just go through the article. So Sergio, can you read number 1?
Yes. Number 1, alarm clocks, and I have never been the best of friends. Many of them have been destroyed on my bedside table. I have missed or been late for crucial morning meetings, job interviews, final exams, hospital appointments, weddings, all because I simply can't get up
Okay,
earlier.
thank you. Are there any words in here that you guys do not know? Okay, let's go on. Allah, could you read that one?
It's beyond me how those strange people who spring out of bed at 6 a.m. and have jogged, showered, shaved, and had breakfast before I've hit the snooze button. Unsurprisingly, my friends, family, and colleagues have long considered me a lazy good-for-nothing, despite the fact that I often write well into the evening while they are sitting comfortably in front of the TV.
Okay, thank you. And Javi, could you read number 3?
Yes. Finally, it seems I may have found support from an unexpected source: Denmark's Bee Society. This pressure group supports the rights of bee people, who, like me, are slow to perform in the morning, but whose energy spikes in the evening.
Okay, so to energy spikes in the evening. Does everybody know what that would mean? So pretty much spikes would be basically the energy has the highest level of energy in the evening. That's definitely me. My energy spikes about 9 o'clock at night. So okay, Alan, could you read the number 4?
Okay. The Bee Society's founder, Camilla Klein, is campaigning for fundamental changes in the way we learn, work, and life. Society is arranged around 8 people who are happy working from 8 to 4. She said, "We want to create a more flexible society, one which also has place for bee people, those who are genetically predisposed to wake and work later."
So those who are genetically predisposed to work and wake and work later. Does everybody understand genetically predisposed?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I understand what does it mean.
All
but
right.
I don't believe in it.
You don't believe in it.
No.
You think that a person can just change the way they live. I mean I do too, but I kind of think that this is funny that somebody's come up with an excuse to sleep in late. So
Yeah.
Number 5, Elena, could you read that?
King bases her arguments on the notion that people have different circadian rhythm.
Yeah.
Rhythm. These rhythms govern our body temperature, hormone levels, heart rate, and sleep-wake cycles. The circadian rhythms of bee people, such as myself, wake us naturally at 9 a.m. or 10 a.m., after which we feel dopey most of the morning, but become more energetic in the afternoon and evening.
Okay. Andrew, could you read the next one?
There is are controlled by a group of about 10,000 nerve cells in our brain, which act as our internal clock. They are activated by light, which enters the eye and is received by cells on the retina.
Okay, retina. Does everybody understand all those words?
What is retina?
Retina is it's a part of the eye. Does anybody remember what part of the eye the retina is? I can't remember. It's I think it's it's not the white part of the eye. It's the other part. It's the real center part of the eye.
It is the middle.
The color.
It's a color part. It's like the real middle part. It's a part that will expand, get bigger or get smaller. So, all right, number 7. David, could you read that one?
Okay, Holly. Number 7. Professor Jim Horn is an expert of sleep research. With 30 years experience of analyzing our nocturnal habits, he uses the term larks and owls to describe early and late risers. About half the population the other, he says. About 10% are extreme morning or evening types. Most people are somewhere in between.
Okay. Thank you. I'll read it. I'll read one too. Happily for me, Horn thinks that owls, such as myself, have a good reason for our lie-ins. The many studies we have conducted show very clear differences between larks and owls. Owls are more adaptable to shift work and jet lag, for example, and will work best in the afternoon and evening. Number 9. Alan, could you read that one?
Okay. The problem, of course, is that most jobs are adapted to 8 people, larks, morning people, or whatever you choose to call them.
Okay. Javi, could you read number 10?
I no longer feel responsible. It's not laziness. I'm just a bee person, hater of alarm clocks and early mornings and lover of late nights. Luckily, it seems I'm in the right profession. A people often work in financial or legal profession, while B people are usually journalists or creatives. King says, Bees are much more flexible than A's.
Okay, thank you. Sergio, could you read number 11?
Okay, number 11. Of course we are. So, if you are a bee person like me, next time you arrive at work an hour late, showing signs of lack of sleep, remember that it's not your turn fault. Tell your boss it is just those circadian rhythms.
I'm guessing circadian rhythms. So, yeah. All right. What do you guys think of this article? Do you agree with it? Is it funny? What are your thoughts? Alan, what's your thoughts on this article?
I think usually people work in a normal hour, and sorry, I don't have much idea on it.
Does anybody have any opinions about this?
Yeah, yes, I will say my yes, I will say my opinion. Yes, I think that probably this has a part of true, but I also will say that in this article he should mention the power of the custom. So people at the end, I think that usually the people um, wake up or go to bed as the custom of the country, or I think sometimes in many, for example, in my country, in Spain, there is about 2 hours difference from the east to the west because it's the sun rise in the east. So at the same hour, in one day, in one part is the sun is in the sky, and the other part is still is dark. So people usually get up late in the west, and also go to bed later. So I think that there is like an influence of the custom, something like that.
The custom or the culture?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I hadn't even thought about that, but I think there might be something. And I find it interesting, though, that a lot of people at my 4 and 5 o'clock, the only Europeans are actually in that class are people from Spain, and it's I would say 2 o'clock. My 2 o'clock is your 10 o'clock. And so it would be about midnight, 1 a.m. There's still some people from Spain in that class. And I'm like, shouldn't you be in bed? So, yeah, does anybody else have an opinion about this?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Okay, go on.
Only after you.
Okay. From my perspective, I don't. That's just a reason to sleep more. Because I really believe that we can create our life, and often our habits couldn't help us to do that. And I really believe that we should be more stronger for doing the best what we can. And if we and sometimes we can use, for example, early morning for some deals. As for me, it was a decision to, for example, to study, because I couldn't study at midnight, or in this case, I can't work tomorrow. And that's why I chose to wake up earlier and to study English, for example, or what you can spend your time how do you want, and you can use it. And I really believe in circadian rhythms. But I believe that for all people, they are the same. The sun is rising, we should wake up. And unfortunately, as I mentioned, unfortunately we can see rising in the morning, but we should be ready, and we should start our work when the sun will rise. Yeah, that's my opinion. So I really believe that it depends on our character, how we are strong in this way.
Okay. Anybody else have an opinion? Thank you, Alina.
I can say a few words. So about the sunlight, I think the sunlight helps me to wake up. So I'm a person who is activated by light. And about the last paragraph, I don't believe that your boss will say okay if you say things like it is not my fault for being late. It
Yeah, I
is
know.
just it is just biology or
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree with you there. It's I think it's a really fun article, especially for people like Allah and myself who are definitely not morning people. So but at the same time, I kind of agree with Elena that it's not really that's really isn't a great excuse because me as a person I go to bed and I wake up 8 hours later. I cannot sleep past 8 hours. So it just depends on what time I go to bed at night. So Allah, since you were the only true night owl in this group, what did you think about this?
I agree to great extent with the article because, yeah, I feel it. I feel that it's not comfortable at morning. I feel the energy at maybe afternoon or at night is really at a higher level. I prefer to go to the gym at night, not at the morning. Really, after I finish all my day, I go to the gym. So I think it's true somehow like there is difference between people like why there are left-handed or right-handed person
Okay.
it depends. Yeah, it's I think it plays a role. Genetics play
A roll
a
in.
big role, but yeah, but on the other hand, I don't agree that we don't have the control. We have the control. We can adapt and we can train ourselves. It's not excuse that to say I can't do it or I
Uh-huh.
can't. No, we can program ourselves, or we can maybe try to get accustomed to that thing. But it's not. If you ask me what you want to choose or what do you prefer, I prefer the late maybe.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, I totally understand what you're saying. Because it is definitely a choice. I mean I choose to stay up late and therefore I can't get up in the morning. So, um, but at the same time I do like staying up later because I have more energy. Because I have energy in the morning and I have energy in the evening, but my energy is lagging in the afternoon. Is anybody else like me where you have less energy in the afternoon? Okay, so I'm the only one. So.
Ever your energy spikes in the afternoon? Yeah.
No, my energy spikes at night.
Oh no, me.
And so
I'm not like that.
yeah, for me, I used to call it when I was a supervisor, supervisor, and I had 14. No, I had 11. No, I had 14 people that were under me. I'd walk around about 2 in the afternoon. They'd ask me a question. I'd be like, "Huh?" And then I'd actually have to say, "I'm sorry, I'm in a brain fog. My head, I'm in a
Me too.
fog."
Yeah, I agree with you.
Who said that?
Yeah, I have the same thing. I prefer if I can have a nap at the afternoon, I will take a nap if
Yeah,
I could.
I'm definitely a nap person in the afternoon. So that's why I like the idea of the Spain, you know, what do you call it? Siestas. The siestas.
Siesta, la
Yeah.
siesta.
Okay. So, do you think that your society is suited to morning people? What changes, if any, would you make? So, Allah, since you're the night person, what do you think about this? Can you answer this
About
question?
about what, teacher?
No,
Uh,
this question. Do you
thing
think that
that
your
was.
society is suited to morning people? What
Mm,
changes, if any, would you
Most of
make?
the maybe yeah, most of the jobs are for morning people, I think. But definitely there are jobs that it's a must to have maybe a late shifts or a late. So it depends. It depends on the type of works, and I think there are choices for both morning and night people.
Okay, so the night people can adapt their life so that they can live any way they want. So, what do you think, Sergio? Do you think that your society is suited to morning people?
Yes, I think most of them here are morning people. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, I think so. But in another part of the city, the society here, maybe it's a night person because they work here. I live in a part of there's a lot of petrol platform here, and probably you have to be up for work there. You know, I mean, they were doing it all night long.
Yeah, and in Brazil, a lot of people do party a lot too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Andrew, what do you think? How about Siberia? Is their society suited to morning people or night people? Andrew, are you there?
Can you hear me?
Now I can.
Now we can. Can you?
Yeah.
Okay. As I remember, my bosses, they say, come to work when you want to work and go home when you don't want to work. So actually, I have a choice. Some of my colleagues, they come to work by noon, but I usually try to get up earlier and finish earlier.
Wow. So you're in your job, they will actually let people choose their hours.
Yeah.
Can you also work at home if you wanted to?
I think no, because the policy is quite strict about information.
Okay.
I'm not able to get I mean the files, documents to home. So that is the point why I can't work at home.
Yeah. Okay. Ellen, how about Hong Kong? Is Hong Kong suited to morning people or night people?
I think both should. Both morning people and night people should for work in Hong Kong.
Okay, suited.
Suited, yes. Yes, but I prefer flexible hour because my jobs sometimes because we're working in telco stuff. Sometimes we have to work very late. At night. So company usually give a flexibility for people to work. For example, for me, I usually start working at 10 a.m. And but usually I get some overtime in my job. Maybe I come home late, usually 8 or 9 p.m.
Wow. Okay.
So a little bit shift on the road working hour.
But at the same time, they'll let you choose. That's nice. That's very nice.
Yes.
All right. All right. Well, thank you very much for coming today. And I hope you guys learned a little new words and vocabulary words and so forth. I went ahead and posted the link on on here on the Verbling chat for the worksheet. If you want to finish it, there's after the worksheet, there's some other vocabulary and some grammar type activities that might be helpful. So anyway, I want to thank you for your time and attention and participation today, and I hope to see you in another class later on. Bye. Thank you very much.
Everybody.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.